anything in the world, things go on, life goes on, life continues, and that's what we've been doing here. Just wrapping up projects, new projects, lots of servicing, we've done so many cars throughout the years that a lot of these cars need servicing after some time, whether it's clutches, oils, etc. So the attention lately has been a couple cars, but we're gonna talk about Shizzy's car, this Gen 1.5, and some other R8s. Drink my water because I'm on a diet again. Your boy hired a trainer. I used to be super skinny back in the day, all about the gym, and kind of fell off, life, kids, etc. So, but one thing that held me really accountable to all was having a trainer. So I hired another trainer, and today was our first day working together. So just kind of make sure I'm staying on top of my water, clean diet, hit the gym a little bit, get back to cardio, and so everybody follows along. My goal was to get down to like 170 pounds. I'm currently 191 at 5'7". So I'm a little chunky, but so the goal is 20 pounds and do it, healthy, have fun doing it, and yeah, flying. Yeah, your boy's out for flying. One of my old friends, Derek, my first shop was next to his fourth shop, and we became friends. This was like 10, 12 years ago, and he lives in my neighborhood, and we're tight. So when he's done working, our shop is right next to an airport, so he keeps his plane there. I'm gonna tell you guys what kind of plane it is, and it looks like that. That's actually his plane. So it's a single propeller, dude. It's pretty high tech. Inside, super advanced. He went over all the checking, and one thing that he actually went over at right before we took off was just in case something did happen to him, such as he passed out and I couldn't wake him up, certain things to hit, and then it has a parachute. So he said there's been 22, don't hold me to it, 22 times it's been used on that plane and no fatality. So it kind of made me feel good before we took off. So we flew from Temecula to Catalina, and you can feel everything in that motherfucker. I was so tense the whole time. I was like trying to keep it cool. Then we get over the ocean, like I can't swim with the shit. So anything, yeah, I got a parachute, but if I land in the ocean, like I can't swim that well. But all right, whatever. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. We circled around, then we got back over land, felt a little bit safer, and then once I landed, got off that plane, I was like, actually, once he hit the runway, I was like, oh my god, I was so stressed out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go flying again. So we got Alexi in here in the engine building transmission room.
Whoa.
Pause for the gangster. Pause for the gangster. Pause.
Smoking what?
Huh? So the long blocks, we do them in-house. The short blocks are done by our machine shop. They do all the balancing, assembly, and then we'll do the cylinder heads and the timing and all that. And then truss them and go to there. As you see, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Izzy's blown up transmission. Izzy has an SR1200 with a little bit bigger turbos, and he's like, give me a little bit more power than you normally do. I'm like, dude, gray area about 1200, like the factory gears, hit or miss. Well, his is a non-plus model, so 55 miles an hour on a non-plus model, when you're doing like roll racing, you're in second gear. So everything he does is in second gear, so the moment he clicks third, it just shocks it pretty hard. Well, him and Marco are out messing around. Marco's another one of our local customers, and he blew up third gear while he was out messing around, which now put him into that position. So we're waiting for a gear set to show up for him, and then put a full Datsun gear set in that and send him. This thing right here is our typical rotating assembly we use. We recently changed over to GSC Valvetrain. GSC is a very well-known company in the automotive import industry. They make camshafts, valvetrain, everything. So they developed a spring and retainer kit for the 5.2 liter. And perfect. The guys honestly put a lot of time into it, designing it well, and very impressed with their work. So recently switched over to that, and then I got a lot of engine builds, a lot of transmissions builds, staying busy. So just not enough hours in the day, right? So come to work, do what we can, and go home. I gotta actually leave here in 20 minutes to pick up my kid from school, and then go to the gym, because remember, day one. But let me show you this cool Gen 1.5. So Bompton's back here, been building it. It's very similar mounting, very similar to the Gen 2 stuff and the Huracan stuff. We use the same billet brackets to hold it up. Same steel bar that we mount to the turbine housings, and then the adapter then goes to the factory header. The factory header does have a flex component in it, so it still has flex in it. Okay, it doesn't move that much when he's driving, but you gotta have a little bit of flex. All stainless. He built the intercoolers. While we recently did switch over to the big core, for a minute there we had a small core like that. Those are actually Cody Pierce's old intercoolers. we had two options. We had the big cooler and the small cooler. We just recently switched over everything to the big cooler. But this car, due to the fact that we're limited to room in the engine compartment, we had to put the small cooler on it. So it'll still look good after, you know, the top plates are put on, it's all powder coated, it still looks super professional. So this will be up and running and tuned by the end of the week, and back east she goes. So it's a cool car. I'm impressed. As many of these things we've done, I've never seen a V8 with a dual clutch transmission, so that's impressive. For many of you guys that do follow us on social media, we did recently post this car. This car belongs to Beto on the Gas. On the Gas, they actually have a YouTube channel, build a lot of trucks, do a lot of truck giveaways, etc. We met them about a month or two ago at a Hoonigan race. They brought a truck, one of the race trucks out and raced one of our customers' street cars, and the owner was super impressed with it. I drove there, I don't know, 80 miles north with my 4-year-old in a car seat and raced this truck and gave him a hell of a run. Put my 4-year-old back in the car seat and drove home. They had to maintain a race truck, right? So while they're expensive cars, what they're capable of doing is pretty amazing, right? So a couple weeks went by, he called me, he's like, find me an R8, this is what I'm after. And our good friends at West Coast Exotic Cars have a huge inventory. So I said, hey, Beto's looking for this car. Found the car, Beto bought it. It sat there for a while and they just recently brought it, and now we're gonna do the build. So I won't tell you too much, but this build's pretty interesting, it's pretty cool, really unique. For you guys that do follow him, he builds some unique cars. So it was been cool working with him and building him something a little bit different with his own little flavor and touch to it. So be on the lookout for that. And well, today we got this. It's the next giveaway car. And so, you know, in life, things happen. And if you let any bump in your life or any trouble or any obstacle be the end of your road, then, well, I don't know what to tell you, but been in business 14 years and been up and down. The obstacle is heavy, and well, you gotta keep going. And how to keep going is to keep doing what you're doing, figure out what you can improve on, try to become better at it, and when you learn from those things, well, clearly there will be better outcomes. So with that being said, I want to introduce to you guys our SRG5. Happens to be a 2017 Audi R8 Plus in black. HRE wheels on it. I don't know the model of them yet, but they're HREs. And yeah, very excited for this one. The last ones, again, lots of learning things from one end to the other. But this one we're gonna build it with you guys. So we're gonna start by doing something really, really unique. Now I'll be super transparent with you guys. Not my idea, all right? Just that guy's idea. But we're gonna do something unique from the, yeah, this car's gonna be unique. It's gonna be different. So don't judge, don't go saying, hey, they messed the car. Just let it ride and enjoy the process. And it's gonna be fun. We're all gonna have fun. And who knows, you might win this car. I will make sure there's a fire extinguisher in it too, okay?
Come out. Oh my gosh. I have ever seen arm.
Well, I mean, so what happened was yesterday we went to the bike track, ride his normal bike, and he pulls up on a kid that had a bike and had no battery in it. This fool wanted to race him, and the kid puts his battery on it and whoops his ass. And so, of course, he was like, Dad, I want one. So today we went and to Mecca Motorsports and got all this for him. But the bike from yesterday, the kid was able to control the speed, like the power. This is the brake. When you go slow, all right? I don't want you to, well, I mean, you got a helmet, so let's go out here. Come on. Go, give it a little gas. Stop. Hey. Maybe we should figure out how to tone this bitch down. You got it, bootleg. We're out the pump track. That's what, I think the coolest part about being a parent is people things like that, right? We don't know what's gonna turn into. We don't know. I mean, it might be the next badass. Who knows? Hey, go.
Banged out, boy. Banged out.
Oh, on the side we do like sign language for kids around here.
I left off in the showroom. I was like, I got a surprise for you guys. Well, Alonso's got a surprise for you guys. And I'm just supporting Alonso's bad decisions right now. Nah, it's not a bad decision. It's actually a cool decision. It's different, you know. We want to have fun with these giveaway cars. Not always just like do the same thing, right? It's like gives a little bit of twist. Not to mention this company Air Rides out here in the Colton area, San Bernardino area, and 20 years ago, actually, I used to spend a lot of time out here. My compadre and comadre live out here, and my godkids live out here, so brought back a lot of memories, driving back to old spots we used to eat at after going out and all that stuff. Oh yeah, forget what we're doing. Forget about my history here, right? We're putting airbags in the car. That's right, airbag. Perfect timing. I can't wait to do that. You think bitches are gonna love it? Just joking. Take that out. Boot that out. You think women are gonna love it? You girls like that or what? Is that sexy? Does that turn you on? No? I think it's pretty dope. I can't wait to do it. Anyways, so we're excited. We're here. We're about to walk inside. They're gonna go over everything with us, kind of show us the install, kind of go over the technical things of it, such as like the durability of the airbag, how they installed it, where they mounted certain things, fuses, on and off buttons, stuff that you need to know to operate every day. So let's get inside and see what these guys did. So here you are with the owner. He was kind enough to make time and allow us to come in here and do some little bit of videoing and show you guys behind the scenes of everything that goes on in this. So let's introduce yourself.
Yeah, no, my name's Raymond from Air Ride Equipment, and it's an absolute pleasure to be working with this guy and these cars. High horsepower is kind of our thing also. We own some high horsepower cars that are on bag that we love to track, take to the street, and really enjoy. And I think this is gonna be a great opportunity for this to happen for these guys as well. So we've been bagging cars for a long time, about 20 years, but now we've been fortunate enough to have our own line of bags labeled that go over stock applications. This one is made for the rear of a Tesla, but it's also the same as the GTR outside or an R8 that we're bagging as well. The same exact bag is used on all those vehicles. The best part about what we do is all the factory accessories that are built into your suspension. If you have mag ride, if you have air ride, if you have hydro lift, all of our stuff works seamlessly with those stock applications. So if you have comfort mode or sport mode or any mode, it'll all work with our bag. So if you're wondering how we can do that, what's changed from the past that's made us able to do that, it's a standalone bag. This bag is completely standalone. I can fill it with air right now outside of the vehicle without any bracketry, and it'll hold air on its own. It doesn't seal to the strut, it doesn't have O-rings in there. It's a complete standalone bag. That's what makes it possible for us to do this, and the car just doesn't even know that it has bags because this replaces the factory coil spring on the strut or in the rear. So Universal Air Suspension in Highland, California are who produce these bags, who makes these bags, and who invented this. This is definitely a patent design, and no other company besides us with our name on it and Universal Air, the manufacturer, can make these bags. So all of these cars, even though they're totally different, this Porsche GTS, this is our 1200 horsepower GTR, and then our Audi wagon. They're all totally different platforms. They all have the identical same bags that are on the R8 in there. It's pretty special. This bag works with all of these different applications, no matter if it's high horsepower, luxury, or daily driving, even just show. These bags work for everything.
Fidel! Yeah, bro! Yeah, Fidel! That's fucking right, buddy! Fidel! That's the sound of victory is what it is, bro.
Bro, look at my face. Oh my God. Sap, it's too good, brother. It's too good. You bagged up, Fidel?
Yes,
you
sir.
see that, buddy? Woo!
Sitting right now.
Weren't ready. You weren't ready.
Nice speedy fitment. Can't go wrong. Come on.
Hey guys, it's me Sal from Air Ride Equipment. I want to show you guys how to operate it Airlift 3P. So right here is your controller. Basically right now it's on the preset high is this button. So if you want to air out, make sure your wheels is fully straight. Press 1, press and hold, and it airs out. So when your car goes all the way down, so basically when it's in zeros, it's max lower. Okay, so if you want to go higher, you need to press any of the presets you want to go, but double tap and go to right height. Every button has a name on it, so in the top corner it's right height. If you want to go a little bit more higher, your preset a little bit more higher, and that's a preset high. Okay, also you have individual corners, front left, front right, rear left, rear right, and it's individual, so you can drop just the rear, press the rear down, or if you want to go up rears, just press it up. Individual corners, same functionality. If you're not even, just don't worry, double tap it the preset and evens for you.
Alright, so the setup. It features one of our long block builds. Uses G40 turbos, big intercoolers. This does have DI delete, so we replaced the DI injectors with port injectors. So it's got 20 port injectors. The bottoms are 1050s and the tops are, it's quite a 17 for the top. Motec standalone, T1 race all-wheel drive controller, line lock. Dyno. Alonzo wants to know what we're gonna see on the dyno. Anything with the 2 to begin with is good. These G40 turbos, I've made 2100 on them. They go about 2000, 2100. They're the ultimate street turbo in my opinion. For street cars, not dick pissing fucking Instagram, I make all the power in the world contest, but actual reality, real life, like usable power. These turbos are probably one of my favorites for the street. They spool very quick. And with these big power cars, it's not really all about who makes the peak horsepower, it's about who makes the most horsepower in the mid and who can use it. So when like these big powers are racing each other, it's all about who gets the hit. Because by the time another car comes around you, they gotta be making 300 to 600 horsepower more on top of you, and it won't happen up, above 180, 190. By that time, these guys are shutting it down. So he wanted to build an ultimate street car, and that could still go to the track, be competitive. Well, nowadays the industry has developed tremendously. I mean, you got guys putting 80mm turbos on these cars, lots of them everywhere. So at the track, those guys are gonna, shine a little bit more. But ultimately, Shizzy wanted a car that he could jump in with his wife and go to date night on Friday and still be able to make some pulls and enjoy the car. So that's what we did, and that's what we built him. Super happy with the outcome. This is where I get nervous because the dyno. So we're gonna begin by breaking the engine in, draining the fluids, putting new oil in it, and making power. That shit took me back to the day, bro.
Hey, how do you use it?
How do you use it?
Depends
It depends where you're at.
Now, if David's in control, David, how do you use that?
So you hook it up to a balloon.
David, Alexi, and I are done for this week. We're gonna made 1970, 30 away from 20, with more boosts on the table, but there's no need to get greedy. You leave on a happy note. We're gonna take the plugs out, drain the oil one more time, go over it, put it together, and begin the street track testing. So next Thursday, we will be at Irwindale with this car, making some shake hits and dialing it all in. So.
What do you think? Pretty good vlog?
Well, that's it. A little bit behind the scenes we've got going on. The aired out R8. So I actually drove it. And I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Like it rides better than stock. I hope everybody has a great Mother's Day. All you dads out there that got baby mamas, mamas, take care of all your baby mamas. Got to take it, you know, they're all your kids' moms. So you gotta send them flowers, chocolates, dinners, the whole nine, buddy. Speaking of, I got a couple I gotta handle today, so I'll see y'all later.